Why do astronauts experience muscle atrophy in space? Have you ever wondered why astronauts seem to lose muscle while floating in space? It all comes down to the unique environment they live in. In space, astronauts experience microgravity, which means they do not have the same gravitational forces acting on their bodies as we do on Earth. This lack of gravity plays a major role in muscle atrophy, or the loss of muscle mass and strength. On Earth, our muscles work hard to support our body weight and help us move around. This constant effort keeps our muscles strong and healthy. However, in the microgravity of space, astronauts do not have to fight against gravity. As a result, their muscles do not need to contract as much or as often. Over time, this leads to a reduction in muscle mass and strength. The muscles that are most affected are the skeletal muscles, especially those that help with posture and movement, like the calf and thigh muscles. Without the need to support the body's weight, these muscles begin to shrink and lose important proteins that help them contract. This process can lead to significant muscle weakening. At the cellular level, space travel impacts the mitochondria, which are the energy-producing parts of our cells. Research has shown that the proteins responsible for energy production in muscles are downregulated in space. This affects how muscles generate energy, contributing to their weakening. Additionally, space radiation and oxidative stress can further damage muscle cells, making atrophy even worse. Another factor at play is the regulation of calcium within muscle cells. Calcium is essential for muscle contraction, and in microgravity, the way calcium is absorbed and used by muscles is disrupted. This alteration further contributes to muscle weakening during space missions. The degree of muscle atrophy can vary from astronaut to astronaut. Individual physiology and the type and amount of exercise performed on board can influence how much muscle loss occurs. To combat this issue, astronauts typically spend about 2 hours each day exercising on specialized equipment. This includes treadmills, stationary bikes, and resistance devices designed to mimic weight-bearing activities. These workouts help stimulate muscle contractions and encourage the body to maintain muscle mass. Despite these rigorous exercise routines, it is important to note that muscle atrophy cannot be entirely prevented in space. The challenges posed by microgravity are unique and go beyond just being inactive. Ongoing research is focused on better understanding these mechanisms and finding ways to improve countermeasures. This includes optimizing exercise protocols, nutrition, and potentially exploring pharmaceutical options. In summary, astronauts experience muscle atrophy in space because the absence of gravity removes the mechanical load that muscles need to stay strong. This leads to changes at both the cellular and molecular levels in muscle tissue. Intensive daily exercise is essential to help reduce muscle loss, allowing astronauts to maintain their health and physical function during their missions.